I was watching Ijoba Lande's interview talking about his wife, the breakup, and all of that, and I got so emotional because Ijoba Lande and my person. I met Ijoba Lande first time a few years ago when he was working on his movie. When he was working on his movie, I was there as an actor. So I met him and the wife on the same day. But I have known the wife, from way back because the wife, she's a female actor. She has been in the industry for a while. So I have, So, but what I saw that day, I saw a wife that was very supportive because sometimes when a man is doing something, some women, they will just sit back, relax. Some of them might act like, it doesn't really concern them. But she was all over the place, assisting in every set of that production. She was, trying to link up with the actors, coming, and she was so supportive. That was exactly what I saw. So fast forward to when we first heard about that issue with Ijoba Lande gone missing and, the whole story, blah, blah, blah. I was not comfortable because I don't like when I see two people fight. So I just hope the two of them, they work it out, and thank God they worked it out. So fast forward to the recent news, we were hearing about Ijoba Lande and his wife. I felt so bad. At first I was skeptical, but because I didn't actually want to talk about it. But when I got under the comment section of those videos, then I started, seeing stuff like, you say, why you go marry single mother? Why you go see single mother? You go marry him. People were now, attaching the issue with the wife being a single mother. And I'm like, okay, I think I have to say something about this. See, I love love. I love when I see two people in love. I don't like to see marriage breaking up. I don't like it at all. But let me tell you something. There is no marriage that is perfect. There is no perfect marriage anywhere. Some people will come on social media, they will see a couple, those ones, they'll be having fun, they'll be making you feel like everything is 100% in that marriage. My dear, no marriage is perfect. Some people, they will even go as far as saying, Iyawo lagbaja, iru Iyawo lagbaja yẹn ni mo fi tọrọ Ọlọ́run. Some people will say, iru ọkọ tamedu yìí ni mo fi tọrọ Ọlọ́run tó bá máa fún mi lọ́kọ, iru ọkọ báyìí. You don't know what that ọkọ is actually doing behind the camera. You don't know what that man is actually doing to that woman. You don't know whether once the camera is off, the man will unleash better igbaju on top the wife. You don't know. So when you want to pray, don't let us be praying blindly. Don't let us be, So what I'm saying in a nutshell is, I don't like to see marriage breaking up. So when I see one, I'm not always comfortable to talk about it because I know how it works out. I know how it feels. See, as a man, if there is no how you will not have issues in your marriage. As a woman, there is no how there won't be issues in your marriage. But the ability for you to resolve those issues makes you a real man. The ability for you to resolve those issues makes you a real woman. Now, back to the topic in question. There is no perfect marriage anywhere. So when you see people are just coping with each other. People are managing each other. That is does it. Don't feel when you are in a marriage or you are in a relationship. This thing is getting too much. This guy is not, is not behaving right. He's not treating me right. He's not giving me attention. And let me walk out of this marriage, my dear. Do you know the kind of man you are going to marry next? Because eventually you will get involved with another person that will lead to another marriage. You don't know what you are going to meet. You don't know what you are going to. So now, in this situation now, when I got under the comment section, I feel bad for Ijoba Lande and his wife because I always love people to stay together happily in love. But when the crisis in the marriage has gotten toxic, when domestic violence have set in, your life is no longer safe, that is when I will recommend you to leave that marriage. But if you are having issues that you can still resolve, why don't you guys resolve it? So at this point now, I pray that Ijoba Lande and his wife can actually find a common ground if it is not too late to resolve whatever issues they are having. Because me personally, I don't support a third party in a marriage or in a relationship. Some women, any little thing like this that happens between she and the husband. Hello, Fọlákẹ́, ó wà nìkan tí bàbá Kúnlé ṣe láàárọ̀ yìí. Bàbá Kúnlé ó gbà mí lójú ni ṣá. Bàbá Kúnlé kò fowó oúnjẹ lẹ̀. Kíni kan. Hello mommy. Bàbá Kúnlé, nǹkan tí bàbá Kúnlé ṣe lénìí máa bàjá. Kíni kí n ṣe? You will think they are advising you. Meanwhile, you are on your way. You are on your way to break up your marriage. By the time you are gladly involving a third party, every time there is an issue in your marriage, your marriage is going to hit the rock. So let us learn how to keep things between us. Limit how you involve third parties in your crisis. If you're having one in your marriage or your relationship, learn how to conversate. Let us conversate. Let us talk about things. Let's talk things over. So now, I got under the comment section. Let me go back to the topic. I got under that comment section. I started saying, Oshemalofe, single mother. Because Ijoba Lande's wife, is a single mother. People are saying, why they are laying blame on Ijoba Lande. Why will he go and marry a single mother? And I said, wow, no. It is, see, the fact that she's a single mother does not make her whatever they are saying she is. Yes, let us point that out. See, there are a lot of single mothers out there that they are perfect women. They are very good women. The fact that they are single mothers does not make them bad. Some people, they might find themselves in that single motherhood because the husband, the ex-husband, fine, or the ex-husband decided to do oriburuku. Because a man decided to do oriburuku, he leaves the wife with the kids and he walks out, maybe because of responsibility or one thing or the other. Does that make that woman, is it the fault of that woman? Does that make that woman a bad woman? Because she's a single mother now, then kadelokpa. What I'm saying in a nutshell is, I have met some single mothers where they are very caring, very loving. See, single mothers, most of them, they have experience. They don't want what has happened in their previous marriage to happen again. Some single mothers, when you see them, you will not even know that they are single mother because the way that they will have taken care of their bodies. Some single mothers are actually better than some women, fresh women that they have not given birth physically. Some single women, they are, come on now. See, Òṣùpá gan kọrin, Òṣùpá sọ pé ìyàwó mi ní ṣùgbọ́n mo fẹ́ràn ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀ mọ́. Èmi gangan fúnra mi mo ní ṣùgbọ́n ìyàwó mi ó fẹ́ràn ṣùgbọ́n mi mọ́ nítorí when you say ó fẹ́ mi ó fẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n mi mọ́, okay, let me break it down. I have my own butts, I have my own shortcomings. So when you say you are in love with me, you are loving me as well as loving my shortcomings because I am not perfect. Sometimes some women, when you say, I'm leaving my husband because my husband is smoking cigarette. I want to leave him. Oh man, fast cigar. When you leave him, you might eventually marry another man. That one, yeah, mama fagbo. You see how life is. So now I'm not saying people that fagbo, people that smoke cigar, they are not good people. I'm just making analysis. So now, back to what I'm trying to say. Being a single mother does not determine who you are. Does not determine how good you are going to be character-wise. That is the irony of, see, okay, for instance, that Afa in Ilorin, Afa Ramon. Àwọn Afa yẹn, bó ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn, àwọn ará Ilorin, bó ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn. Àwọn ará Ilorin ò kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Afa Ramon fúnra rẹ̀, ìwà títí ẹ̀ ló ń wù yẹn. Àwọn pásítọ̀ yẹn, wọ́n máa ṣe kíní kan, ìwà wọn dá. Pásítọ̀ tẹ́yìn sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn in question, ìwà tí ẹ̀ ló ń wù yẹn kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn pastor yẹn. You see, àwọn Igbo yẹn kíni kan ìwà wáyé lọ máa ń wù. That person that messed up, that's an Igbo, òun kàn mess up ni, it does not mean that Igbo people are bad people. You see what I'm trying to say? So when you say single mother, you knew she was a single mother before you married her. What kind of thing is that one now? There are so many men that have married single women, and they are still in that marriage because single women, they know how to take the best care of your children. They already have experience. They have done it before. They already have their own kids for another man. So now that they are coming into your life, they have the best of experience to take care of your own children with their own. So Whatever happened between Ijoba Lande and his wife happened. It does not have anything to do with being a single mother. Let us get that one straight. Marriage is managed, because marriage is two people coming together to live in peace and harmony. Two people coming from two different ideologies, two different backgrounds. You see, and one atenugan one ja. So there will always be issues. When you see all those couples that they have spent maybe 50 years, 80 years in their marriage, ask them. They have gone through their own crises, their own issues. But the thing is, you have to find a way to talk about, have a conversation, engage intelligently with each other. Okay, babe, I'm sorry. Something that happened, that thing that happened the other day, I'm really sorry, but I think moving forward, we have to be better. This is how I think we can be better, because we have to be better. This marriage has to work. Do you get? So if, you know, if Nami F up, I'm sorry. But in this case now you F up. You have to learn how to say, I'm sorry. That's how you talk things over with your spouse. Two people coming together from two different backgrounds. You see how it is. Even Omo Yanja, Omo ya siblings, they always have issues. They always quarrel. So if two siblings that are from the same womb, if they are picking quarrels, if they fight, if they have issues, then they resolve it. You two have to resolve it, because it is not easy. You guys are not from the same background. Even the people that are from the same religion, they fight. Even the people that are from the same tribe, they fight. Even people that are from the same womb, they fight. Look at P Square, Peter and Paul and Jude. They have their own issues. Everybody in their own families have their own issues. But the ability for you to resolve your issues makes you a strong woman, makes you a strong man. If you see what some men are enduring in their marriages, wow. If some men tell you that, if you see what I'm coping with in my marriage, if they open up to you, you go wrong. If some women open up to what they are enduring in their marriages, you go take off. Marriage is not a bed of roses. Marriage is not a stroll in the park. Marriage is not easy. If anybody told you that marriage is easy, na lie, na set up. Marriage no be shere, but marriage is sweet when you already have a mindset that we will have issues, but we have to resolve our issues, move forward, and be better. That is how a marriage can work. That is how marriages, you are saying, all those surviving marriages, that is how they work. So do not think, I will have it easy. No, forget it. Some people will have it easy, but even at that level, they will have their own issues. They will have their own differences, but they will always solve it. They will always resolve it. So guys, being a single mother, okay, before I wrap up this video, let me wrap up this video with this fact. I have a friend, Femi is his name. He will always tell me that I will never marry a single mother. I can never marry a single mother. Guess what? Femi already have a child with a woman, and the child is living with the woman. Femi has made a woman a single mother, and he's always telling us, his friends, that he will never marry a single mother. He will never. So that one, that you see, the woman that you have made a single mother, who is going to marry that one? So most of these guys that will say, I can never marry a single mother. I can never. Most of them, what if you alone, who will marry those ones? No, who are you leaving those women that you have turned to single mothers, single women? Who are you leaving them for? No, let us talk about it now. Who are you leaving those ones for? When you are vowing that, tobacco, even when it is, even our marriage, even if our marriage is tomorrow, and I discover today that that woman is a single mother, I will walk out of that wedding arrangement. But what I'm saying is, when you are saying you are condemning single mothers, then you know, single mothers are bad women. The fact that Iyawo Ijoba Lande is a single mother is the reason for all of these things that are happening. You are getting it wrong. I actually have a friend. There was this party that we attended. So when we got there, he now brought his side chick. And I said, why told me ya Fumi Wasibi? Ya Fumi, she's not that beautiful anymore now. Everything to wale. And I like, should you pesha? The ya Fumi that you are talking about, before you guys got married, do you know how solid that ya Fumi was? It was you, the same you, that made her like that. Do you know the kind of sacrifices that comes with pregnancy? They are bringing life into life. That is what women are doing. That's why I always say women are more powerful than the men. I've been there. I have seen it. If you can't be as strong as a woman. Forget it. So now, and I said, okay, this I'm saying this for those people that will say, Iyawo mi ò fine mọ́, Iyawo mi is my side chick that is hot now. Iyawo mi gbogbo ẹ̀ ti wálẹ̀. No, stop talking like that. Stop saying that. Who made her like that? You married her, you impregnated her, she gave birth to your own children, and you are now expecting her body to still remain like she was when you have not married her, when you have not put her through all those sacrifices. So you are expecting her to be the same. Come on now, men, we should do better. Because it's part of it. It's marriage. And some of these things leads to marriage breakup, because by the time your side chick that you are saying, okay, you want to compare your wife that will wake up very early in the morning, bathe the children, do all those things, prepare them for school, take them to school, come back, this one, cook, this. You want to consider all those stress she is going through. You want her to still look very beautiful, charming, and still covetous, everything. No, now. It doesn't work like that. When I say love, by the time it will get to a point, all those physical attributes you are looking at will diminish. It is the understanding, the empathy, the inner love that will now remain. That way, you guys will now pull through. So, to all those guys that does that, we have to stop that. We put them in that position. Men, we put those women in that position. You impregnated her. She gave birth to your children that are bearing your son in. And you are telling me that Iyafumi or fine, but you fine motele. What is wrong with you? So now, see, in a marriage, for a marriage to work out, there has to be a lot of communications. That's why I said, on continue hello me, some men, what they are coping with in their marriages, if they tell you, you go for. If some women come out to tell you what they're facing in a marriage, you go for. But if the toxicity in your marriage is getting to a point when your life is in danger, leave. If you are having a domestic violence in your marriage and is getting to that point, leave. But below that, if you're having issues that you can resolve, please communicate and resolve it. JeffOwolewa is my name. See you some other time. Hala.